5 men have been found guilty in the 2010 abduction and gang rape of a woman in Dholakwa in South Delhi. The 5 had been accused of abducting and gang raping the 30-year-old call center executive in November 2010 while she was walking home with a friend after a work shift had ended. She was taken to Mongolpuri where she was gang raped and then left on an isolated road there. They have been tried on charges of gang rape, criminal intimidation and abduction. The sentencing is scheduled to take place on the 17th of this month. The case had forced Delhi police to issue an order to all BPOs in the Delhi NCR region to drop women employees home safely and provide them security at night time. NDTV's Tanima Biswas has been tracking this case and joins us now for more on this. Tanima, what are the specific details of what they've been found guilty?
That's right, Vishnu. We are still waiting for the full detailed judgment which was passed in court today. But what we do know, of course, is that these 5 men have in fact been found guilty. In fact, the prosecution had been relying on a lot of evidence. Most importantly, of course, was the statement of the victim herself, who has, after the incident, of course, returned back to her home state in Mizoram. But they had in fact taken a very detailed statement from her during the course of the investigation, and also her statement in court, which proved to be very significant. Also, the statement of her female friend who was accompanying her that night. She had also been dropped at the exact same spot at Mongolpuri, close to which the abduction actually took place. So she's also an independent eyewitness in this entire scenario. Her statement also, and of course the police had also been relying on forensic evidence, and the DNA match, of course, further nailed all the 5 accused. Of course, we have to wait for the sentencing, which takes place on October 17th. But a very, very crucial and significant case, Vishnu, because of course this incident took place in 2010, 2 years before the Delhi gang rape, which of course outraged the nation and led to a change in the anti-rape law. But in this case, of course, the judgment is most likely to be on the basis of the older rape law. But in what we do know, of course, is, as you had been mentioning, that in this case there were 2 significant important points. Of course, the first one being that the victim in this case was a girl from the northeast. She was from Mizoram, a 30-year-old woman from Mizoram. And secondly, of course, the fact that she was a call center employee. In fact, right after this case broke actually hit the headlines in the media, the Delhi police took cognizance and issued notices to all call centers across the national capital region, asking them to maintain certain protocol while dealing with their women employees, and also specifically while dropping them back home in odd shift hours. So this, of course, is a huge case and a huge verdict, but we'll have to wait for the detailed judgment to come out and see whether the judge has made any other observations with relation to the case and other specifics in this case. Vishnu?
All right, Tanima, we'll wait for details of the judgment. Thanks very much for joining us with that. In many senses, this has been a landmark case in the battle against rapists and for justice for women who have been so badly affected in our national capital. Let's just see what a lawyer in this case has had to say.
All the accused have been convicted for rape and abduction, and only Usman Kale have been acquitted for the offence of Arms Act. So today only this is sufficient, and after 17 we will decide the fate.